G'day guys, and welcome back to the garage. Today we're going to continue on with the will it start video of the R10 Renault, which has been sitting underneath a pine tree for the past 20 years, if not a little bit longer. We have tried this. This is probably day 3 trying to get this car running. When I say day 3, it's only been maybe an hour and a half tops each day. So anyway, sit back and get a cup of tea, and let's see if we can get this old Bruce Collier built engine running. Okay, so here we are again out at the little R10. I've had a couple of attempts at getting this thing started. The issue that I found earlier on in this video, as we were winding it over, was that it had no spark at the spark plugs. It had spark at the distributor, but not the spark plugs. So I've put a new coil on it. I've now got some spark at the plugs. Got my temporary fuel tank, a little bit of aero start. The battery that I've been using hasn't been real flash, so I've got a car here with some jumper leads as well. Put a little bit more oomph into the battery, and so we'll just see how this goes. So a little bit of aero start, we'll see if this thing will go. Got a couple of little half-litre fuel tins. Choke. So let's see what happens here. A little bit of this. Ooh, maybe. Sort of wanted to. It wants to fire, but it's got no proper terminals on the battery. That could be an issue by not getting the desired amount of power up. Oil pump's working because that's oil light's gone out. Starter motor's a bit sticky. Could be sucking air in too through the gaskets around the manifold. Certainly wants to start, but I just haven't got enough power, I don't think, to spin the motor quickly enough. We actually had a blockage in the fuel line. There's a lot of stuff that's just makeshift to do this. And I had a bit of fuel line was bent over in the fuel line in the connection here, so I fixed that. I actually made a different fuel tank. Whether or not that'll work or not. Not much fuel in there. Ooh, yeah. Plenty of fuel in there though. So, let's have a look what happens now. Still not much power there to bloody thing work, but come on. We run out of spark again. They've got the ignition on yet. And no spark again. There's no spark again. Oh, we've run out of spark again. I've set in a new set, well, putting in a new set of points, but I also found a broken wire which was coming from the coil to the distributor while I was doing that, because I did run out of spark a minute ago. So I'll replace these and finish putting those points in and see what it gives us. Luckily, I had a new set of ignition points from before I had the before I put the electronic ignition in the Gordini, so see how all this works out. I would hazard a guess that would have been the problem. Got the ignition off here. It's closed. It's not quite open. Spark there now. Right. We got some spark happening. You ready? Oh, just ran out of fuel. Changed, put some more fuel in my makeshift fuel tank. So I might just run that up again, start it up again for a little while. What I did notice though was there was no smoke coming out of the the exhaust pipe. There was no blue smoke. There was nothing. So it looks like it all came down to a broken wire up to the points. But anyway, it's got new points. Fix that wire up, clean the carburetor out, as you know, and we'll just fire it up again and see how she goes. Alright, so I shut it down because we don't have any coolant in the radiator, although everything's nice and cool. But there you go. Will it start after 20 years? Yes, it will. What a great little engine. Just sounds like it needs an exhaust gasket. Anyway, I'm happy with that. Now, so I'm just going to put the endoscope into the cylinder ball. And basically, you just want to know if it has domed pistons or not. So it's got domed pistons. Chances are it is the 1.4 engine. I can't see diddly. Yes, eventually I have to take this cover off it. And yes, it would appear it has domed pistons. Or is that? It's the piston top. Appears it has a little bit of scoring on the cylinder wall there, and I can actually see something on top of the piston. Well, there you go, guys. 20 years under a pine tree. Will it start? My oath, it will start. Like I said during the video, or the series of videos, I cleaned out and degunked the side draft Weber. Excuse me. I put a new coil in because I wasn't getting any spark. Then I got spark. Then it stopped getting spark, so I put a new set of points in it. And what it ended up being was the earth wire from the distributor down to the coil was broken. When I put the new points in, I found the broken wire. It just came off my hand, and then as you saw, away it went. So I guess 20 years under the pine tree hasn't done the car itself much good. The engine itself, as you saw, it blew no smoke. I did put the endoscope down. Unfortunately, I couldn't show that vision on the camera. The camera wouldn't pick up on it. But I guess at the end of the day, it's a bit of a tribute to Bruce Collier engine building. That engine would have been built back in the 80s, and as you saw today, with a little bit of mucking around, and she fired up, and away it went. So that's all we've got time for today. Like, share, subscribe. And we'll see you in the next video. Thanks, guys.